Hello, I'm the Rookie Mum. Today I want to share with you a story of when my baby was sick, but I couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. So when my baby was 11 weeks old, he was recording an on and off fever over several days. It was between like 38.5 to 39.5 degrees Celsius to normal temperature. The first evening it happened, I just stripped him down to his nappy and he was fine. And then the second evening it happened, I did the same trick but didn't work, so I gave him a single dose of paracetamol. After 20 minutes, his fever died down, carried into the night, all good. After this happening on 2 evenings, I phoned my doctor to see what was going on because this is during the strictest Sydney COVID lockdown, so most doctor appointments by the phone anyway. So we ran through the list of things to check for. We couldn't figure out why my baby was sick. He didn't have any cough, no runny nose, no diarrhea. He was still drinking the same amount of milk and same frequency. Sleep patterns normal, which is anyway. He was not lethargic at all, very cheerful and happy. He didn't have a diarrhea and he didn't have any rashes over his body. So in the end, we did a urine sample to check for UTI. That came back negative. So we couldn't really figure out what was wrong with him. This happened over several days and I had many conversations with my doctor. On the fourth day, we decided enough was enough. We need to figure out what's going on. So I took him to the closest children's hospital emergency department. When we got to the ER, he was no longer recording a fever. But the doctor did a very thorough examination of him anyway, looked for all those signs of to figure out why he was possible reasons why he was sick. Nothing really came up, but we because he was so young anyway, we discussed the option with the doctor and decided to run a blood sample and as well as a COVID swab. Several hours later, blood sample came back all good. And the COVID swab came back negative eventually the next day. So why is my baby sick? The ER doctor concluded in the end that it could possibly due to it was showing the thermometer I was using basically was showing a wrong temperature. So I had a thermometer that reads temperature of the forehead, so a forehead thermometer. He mentioned that the underarm thermometer are usually more accurate for babies. The forehead thermometer tend to have an over reading or higher reading than the underarm thermometer for babies at this age. So on the way home, we bought an underarm thermometer and did a comparison of the two. The underarm thermometer and the forehead thermometer was showing a discrepancy of about 1 to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Whether your baby is sick or not sick. And since the underarm thermometer is what's recommended by doctors, we went with that. Over the several days, we kept monitoring him and had a follow-up phone call from the hospital. Concluded he was fine. It might actually just be a false reading from the thermometer because we couldn't see any visible sign of illness. Well, a couple of months has gone by now and he is still very happy and cheerful and he doesn't look sick at all. So moral of that story is maybe you just need to keep a spare or a different type of thermometer at home just in case the one you've got might not be the most accurate. Anyway, well, other than that, I've also learned that as a new rookie mum, when your bub is sick, you really need to take care of yourself. When we rushed to the ER, only one parent was allowed into the ER at the time. I didn't bring a pram, nor did I bring a carrier. I was doing this for 5 hours with him in the ER department. It was absolutely exhausting. The only time I had a break was when I asked the nurse to hold him for 2 minutes so I can go to the bathroom. Otherwise, it was constantly this in the ER department and it was absolutely exhausting. Yeah, so that was the story of when I thought my baby was sick, but there was nothing wrong with him at the same time. Hence why I'm the rookie mum. If you like this story, click like on my video and subscribe to my channel. There are plenty more to come. Bye for now.